Then Saul, still breathing threats and murder against the disciples of the Lord, went to the high priest and asked letters from him to the synagogues of Damascus, so that if he found any who were of the way, whether men or women, he might bring them bound to Jerusalem. So here we have an unbeliever that is all fired up and excited about prosecuting Christians. And he went to those in the higher authority that they might commission him and deputize him, that he might do this legally. That's how much, if you want to put it, hatred he had inside of him for believers. And look at this now. And he got his way. Verses 3. As he sojourned, he came near Damascus, and suddenly a light shone about him from heaven. Then he fell to the ground and heard a voice saying to him, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? And he said, who are you, Lord? You see that? Revelation was in that voice. This is how that happened here. Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me? How did the revelation that this is the Lord speaking to him came to him so quickly? That's what happens when you have an encounter with God. You know it's God. Who are you, Lord? Then the Lord said, I am Jesus whom you are persecuting. It is hard for you to kick against the goads, hard for you to kick against pricks. So he, trembling and astonished, said, Lord, what do you want me to do? No, that's a man that is very straightforward. Very straightforward. And we need some of that type of straightforward thing in the body of Christ now. Moments after this encounter, the man is actually asking the relevant questions, or the relevant question. I like his mindset. And I want to capture his mindset with simplicity. And I want us to capture that mindset this morning. So he, trembling and astonished, said, Lord, what would you want me to do? Then the Lord said to him, arise and go into the city, and you will be told what you must do. And the men who journeyed with him stood speechless, hearing a voice, but seeing no one. Then Saul arose from the ground, and when his eyes were opened, he saw no one. But they led him by the hand and brought him into Damascus. And he was there 3 days without sight, and neither ate nor drank. You know, the encounter is supposed to bring us to that place, like it brought Saul to that place. One thing we notice with Saul is that he was single-minded concerning whatever he did. He had zeal that was not according to knowledge, but he had a singular focus, right? And we need to capture this in the church here. We need to capture this in the body of Christ. We need to go back to simplicity. Lord, what would you have me do? And then we need to have the commitment to carry it out. Like Saul was committed to carry his ministry out. Now look at this now. Because of that dedication and that commitment that he had to whatever it is that he was going to set his mind to, look what God did now. God engineered something else to meet him at that place that would empower him now to go